Apollo's go. Apollo's go. Um, no, Meredith, I didn't get to watch Wages today. Apologies go. I was multitasking, and so my typing came out bad. But if you are on the planet, hello, test 1 2, test 1 2. Ugh. Why are you working? And test 1 2. Test, test, test. Test, test. Test, test, test. All right. Okay, we're working now. A mic input decided to work when it wasn't supposed to. It's technology, guys. It's live TV. So what was I saying? That I was talking first of all to Apollo and telling him if he was on the planet Earth, then he experienced the EMP, and I have to make my correction because I don't have any measurements coming from anybody about the information we have coming. I do have Partha, who is in the thread, who let us know that 28th we were going to experience an EMP, a magnetic effect. We didn't know the size of it. We don't know what time it's going to hit you, and we have no way of knowing the size or effect because don't have any equipment to calibrate. But what is the guy's name? Wages World Wages. He was impressed by the size of the EMP that was coming that hit the 28th. So if you were here on the Earth, Partha's prediction from what he saw from the stars came absolutely 100% true. Apollo, and I know you want to hear this, Apollo. Here, Apollo, look at me. Look, Apollo, come here. Come here. I was wrong, Apollo. I was wrong. Does that make you feel better, Apollo? I was wrong. Look, I'm man enough to say it. I've said it a dozen times. How many more times do you want me to say it, Apollo? Honey? Dear, let me know. So just give me the number of times you want me to say I was wrong that makes you happy so we can all move on with this, okay? Partha is coming with amazing information. And so any of you children that want to think, oh, you got it wrong on the EMP, Charles, you're right. Congratulations. Partha said I was wrong. And in a man-to-man conversation, I told Partha, thank you for teaching me. Yep, I was wrong. So, you know, we move forward with Partha. But I have to, you know, you put it out there in print. I'm like Donald Trump. You know, if you challenge me, I'll be there with you. If it's nonsense, I'll walk away. I'll walk away. I'll have something to say, but I'll walk away because I have better things to do, like an amazing key to this. It's and it's an encryption. Partha says it best. What we see with well, Apollo, I've said it a dozen times, man. I've said it plenty of times. I've been wrong. Anybody in the comment thread want to tell Apollo how many times I've been wrong about the EMP size, the impact of the EMP, and that's all I got wrong. I got the date, and I got that corrected, Apollo, and then now we know the size of one of these EMPs and that it doesn't affect us, but it is a warning that something is coming, Apollo. The oncoming storm. And there is a storm coming. Everybody in this room can feel it, in this chat room. So, you know, yeah, you don't have to gloat, but I hope you got it out of your system so that we can move on with the important work that has to be done by this group, Apollo. We have important work to do. Partha is an important man, and we occupy a very important part of this amazing thing called the queue. So we're going to talk about that right now. We're going to move on from that because we do have very, very important things to talk about. I'll put the links as they are available and as I have them. And I'm trying to bring up my second screen right now. So yeah, so I'm looking at new computers today, desktops, towers, and so we'll be getting one of those in the next couple of weeks. All right. And sometimes this is why I can't go in the chat because, you know, yeah, you know, I am not a professional entertainer. I'm a human with feelings. And so for the keyboard warriors out there, you throw something at me, it affects me. I'm human. Your negative energy, even though it's through the keyboard, it impacts me. Your positive energy, the positive energy that all the people give, it's the wind beneath my wings. It's the wind beneath Partha's wings. You know? We don't do this for fame or glory. It's a gorgeous day outside, Apollo. I could be doing so much more. And so could Partha. He's a family man. He works his tail off to make good for his family and for his co-workers. We do this out of the goodness of our heart. So, you know, you ask for it, you're going to get it, brother. You know, you may not like me saying these things, calling you out on a thread, but what do you expect, man? You come to somebody's house, you start talking shit. What am I supposed to do? If you'd asked politely, you'd have gotten a polite answer. And don't worry, I get plenty of threats. You know, a threat from you or anybody else is insignificant to me because it doesn't mean anything to me. I've gotten plenty of threats over the email. So when you put yourself out here like this in public, you know it's real. We're not a TV show. I don't have producers. I don't have an agent. I don't have anybody to, you know, to get between me. This is work that we do. This is a job. So if you come to a workplace and you're rude, you know, depending on how much you pay, Apollo, is the level of service you get. And you are paid nothing. So you're going to get the exact level of service you get. And I get it. You don't like being called out. But you call me out. And we got work to do. All right. And the only reason I'm taking it out on Apollo right now is because I'm waiting for all of this to come up on my computer. So bear with me, guys. And gals. Hi, everyone. Sorry, you got to catch me in a bad mood. But I was in a good mood until Apollo starts with his nonsense. And that's why we have moderators, and that's why I can't go into the comment section early, because you just don't know who's going to be in there. You know, a lot of people didn't have their family teach them manners, you know. You're coming into somebody else's thread, you're coming to somebody else's YouTube, and you're going to act smart. And you have no idea. Thank you, Tabitha. Thank you. That does lighten my mood. Thank you. See, those things, Apollo, if you'd have done donation and rag on me, brother, it would have been a whole other message. It'd have been your snarkyism wrapped up in a little bit of love. And you've probably gone by now, and that's fine. We have important things to do. Tabitha, thank you. Thank you for lightening my mood. Breathe, breathe. All right. So, this is where we are. Oh, that's nice and big. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, this is what everybody's been seeing, and I got a good image of this map to be able to show you. So here we are, Breadcrumbs. This is us. Here is Andrew and his people. This is what Angela, the Soros triangle, I don't know if I can do all that. The Soros triangle here, Soros, the Rothschilds, and Sauds. This is a corrupt triangle. This is a pyramid scheme. It's a corrupt triangle. There's no right angle to it. It's what I call a corrupt triangle. And so we have the right angle triangle, which is Angela, Partha, and myself, which are going to bring the information that is so important to the members of the Q. Here we are with QAnon. We're in between. Breadcrumbs sits in between QAnon, 4chan, the Q map, and here, guys, is the most important thing that I've been wanting to tell you. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. All right? Trust the plan. Trust the plan. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. Breadcrumbs. And I don't want any more than that. You know, that is enough for me to work on. So this is the big map. This is the Q key. And we're on the bottom right-hand corner, and up in the upper left-hand is the start. All right. So in a second, I'll put a link to this in the comments section. But this is stuff that I'm all familiar with. Vedic Age, Cuneiform, Enki, Enlil, the Great Flood, Sumerians, Hindu, Vinma. We haven't talked Emerald Tablets yet. We haven't talked Crystal technology. We haven't talked Atlantis yet. Nephilim. We have talked about that. Adam's calendar. We've gone around that. We've touched on Egypt and Osiris. There's so much to all of this that it's just, it can't possibly be from one mind, because as you zoom out, it's just enormous. And then you get to the bottom right-hand corner of the Trump era, and that's where everything that's associated. I see myself clearly in all of this. All of this in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm comfortable with. Well, Delta Force and Tribe Code, I don't know. 17, we've been talking about that. Q, 17. We just talked about that today, guys. I mean, come on. We just talked about 17 today. Partha went into great detail. So all of this. Uh-oh. Look at what I just saw over here. It's a rabbit hole, Partha. It is a true rabbit hole. Look at this right here, Partha, in green. Mystery booms, ETs, solar shift. Solar shift, guys. Red pill. That's not too obvious, but solar shift, the Great Awakening, what we're working on, mystery booms, and those are the ETs. The oncoming storm. So all of this, nothing is random. Everything has meaning. Trust the plan. All right? So there is also, let's get rid of you. This thing that we've been looking at, and that comes from this map. All right? So what we've been working on, and what Partha went over today, he was talking the northern part of this map, the end of the Q. Down here at the bottom of the map, lower left-hand corner, is the beginning of the Q. And this is the Great Awakening map. All right? Space Force, North Korea, Q, Trump, QAnon, high-ranking military intelligence, the storm. That has meaning to me. But everything else is so much bigger. Here we have the Anunnaki, the Elohim, the Book of Enoch, precession of the equinox, which we've been talking about, the 25,900-year pole shift, the great year. I mean, you guys have been hearing me talk about that, and it's just been coming from my head. Awakening consciousness. Giza complex, awakening consciousness, age of golden race, age of Aquarius. I'm just seeing this now with you guys. I haven't gone through this map at all. But all of this has stuff that you can go research on your own and has history. And someone cannot compile all of this stuff by themselves. It's just too much. Ancient Aliens, the Giza Complex, Ascension Machine, Fingerprints of the Gods, Graham Hancock. I have not read Chariot of the Gods by Erich von Däniken, but I think Partha has mentioned them. So there's so much here that we intersect with, and that I understand, and there's so much stuff that I don't get and I don't understand, and I don't want to understand because it's too much. But when we go north and keep going north, we get to the area that is the Great Awakening. We are using our collective consciousness to manifest the optimal timeline reality for Earth. The Great Awakening. Everything is an illusion, which is exactly what Partha was saying. And so Partha took us into the rabbit hole really deep with, where are we? Here we are. You have to go through the whole map to get there. All right. Sacred geometry. Escaping samsara. Escaping samsara. Escaping samsara. To end all suffering, escape rebirth, ninth destiny. That really isn't military intelligence, guys. I can tell you that right now. That's something else entirely. That's something else being pushed into this by somebody that understands. And believe it or not, Partha gave us so much sacred geometry today in that meeting that we can continue. There's something here, I think Partha would agree. Great solar flash goes on from 2019 to 2023. So this is going to be going on for a while. And so that's what I got wrong. That's what Apollo was having great fun over. But this is going to be going on for a while. I think Partha was trying to communicate that to us over the last several meetings. That don't look at it immediately. This is going to be going. This is going to be going through many iterations. So solar system passes through geometric boundaries, dense energy cloud, raising vibration, consciousness causes the sun to release flashes. 3D becomes 5D. So that tells us the process. We get very lucky in that we get to experience this through meditation. We have an opportunity to get very close to this, and this is what Partha and Angel are teaching us. So we're not going to get it in the first or second video. It's going to take a little bit of education, practice, education, practice. But I fully understand that we have an electric sun. I understand also, and have for quite a long time, that the sun is connected to every other star via filaments in the cosmic web portal. The cosmic web portal is made up of plasma, the fourth state of matter. And there might even be a fifth state of matter that puts us in that 5D area, that fifth dimension. Prepare for solar flashes, mental and spiritual states. So these flashes right now are just the beginning. So these EMP events that we are getting are just the beginning. These are just the warm-ups to the main show. All right? This could be going on for 4 to 5 years. Okay? 2019 to 2024. And this is from the Q. And this is also from Hindu tradition, and this is also from Buddhist and tradition. Hindu, Buddhist, and even Jewish tradition all speak of this. Like Partha has been telling us, this occurs every 25,900 years. It is written about in both the Vedic writings and in the Sumerian writings. So we are learning to practice mental and spiritual states. We're going to learn to practice meditation, compassion, forgiveness for all beings. I've got to work on that, forgiveness ones and compassion. I'm a little pissy. And as we keep saying, this is prophesied in every religion. Samavartaka, fire, Frash o Kereti, Ecrupsis, and Yoga fire, all basically being the same thing and all coming from the sun and the electric sun. Now, the Death Star and Saturn and the Council of Saturn, I don't know anything about that, man. I don't know anything about all of that. The sun produces bacteria, ejects it into space. I don't know. Could be. Here at the top, artificial intelligence signal, originally at one with the Creator, one infinite Creator, love and light, escape samsara, which is a very, very Asian and Indian understanding. Very, very, very old. Very old. Mystery of the universal creation. It is said that the creation of the universe will always remain a secret. All right, I'm good with that. Enlightenment, return to source, which is exactly what Partha has been talking about. Empty awareness, into suffering, the one. Higher realms, Buddha's field. That's the rainbow body, Tibetan Buddhism. That's all the stuff that Partha went over today. So everybody that is coming here that are members of the queue, and I'm going to be doing this for a while. We don't have a lot of people watching. I'm going to be beating this drum for a while because it's not me saying this. It's this great awakening. And it's going to take a while for this to happen. It's an awakening. It's not going to happen quick. Everybody that's in this room and that sticks through this, hey Fitzsimmons, the logo's getting great responses. And so I'm just passing on. I recognize my part. Partha recognizes his part cleanly. And I think to me and to Partha, it's a great relief that we have something that we've been studying for so long that actually has significance and a relationship and an interrelationship and an inner destiny and an inner cosmos. Yeah. War Eagle's in the house. War Eagle is in the house. Welcome, Melinda. Welcome, 333. Yeah, it's something, that number. I keep playing with it, and it keeps coming up with some things. So very cool that you brought that message to the group. And everybody brings messages. Messages are everywhere. You know, and that's the Creator playing with his creation or her creation. As Partha says, the Creator is actually female. All right? I'm down with that. I have a lot to learn. And the God of the Jews is the God of Jacob, Israel. And that God existed with many other gods. And that God is a he manifested in heated battle with the god of Pharaoh, the gods of Pharaoh, the Egyptian gods. So the gods have been battling throughout history. And Partha says also these gods that we talk about are representations of so many different things. So there's not just one truth, and it's the cobbling together of truths that we're doing here. Melinda, you got a very wise, very ancient studies that say you're right about that. And you have a very wise and dedicated guru, a master of astrology, agreeing with you. So I have little room to debate. I have I have a very small corner that I can put up an argument, and it's really an argument that that blends in wonderfully together. Guys, I'm going to give you links here shortly to the maps. I'm just bringing this up for a minute to give everybody a little background of what we're talking about. Yes, yeah. I mean, so much of what all of y'all have studied is manifesting itself here as well. Oh, yeah. So much of what you've studied just falls right in line with what Parth has been saying. So we've all come about this in so many different. Uh, how long has this been back on? Is there a way I can get a graphic of that? Yeah, I'm about to do the links to the graphics, guys. Yeah. So funny, guys. An hour 50 to launch. 2 hours to launch. So interesting. All right. Any questions about this Great Awakening map before I pull it off? And so, just to give you an idea, guys, of where we are, um, so next to the words Great Awakening, up to the left is all of what we are working on. We're working on in this group, and up here in the middle of this all is where Partha and his group are working diligently. Okay, and his even goes on to all of this over here. The Tibetan Buddhism, the rainbow body, all of these things, escape samsara, is everything. I mean, this just right here, right now, I can see Partha just screaming at the screen if he's still online with us. I know we can talk about that. We can talk about these. I can talk about that. So we're going to go through all of this. People of the queue, realize that we are going to teach you what all of this means up here. We're not here to play games. We're here to teach, and and that's the fundamental thing of what the Q um, presents to the people. Um, they don't want to lecture. They want to drop breadcrumbs or trail breadcrumbs so you can do your own investigation. And so um, this is where we are. We've had a brilliant set of lectures by Partha that have really brought home what we're doing. And, you know, a couple people are like, are we going to be doing, why are we doing Q? Because everything I've studied points to this. Everything Partha has studied points to this, a great awakening. So it doesn't meet your criteria of interesting, you know. Well, you know, there's something better on Netflix. Go watch it. As Partha really made the point, you know, the Great Awakening is not for everybody. This is not everybody's Great Awakening. Even in the Christian Bible, you know, it says that few will be chosen. So you know, God has been very, very, very good to me. The Creator, in whatever way I can manifest, uh, as often as I ever prayed, and I'm going to say to Him, um, those prayers have been answered. Not always the way I wanted, but the prayers have been answered. I was able to pursue whatever I was asking God for, and I've always asked God for wisdom. I've always, always, always asked God for wisdom. I can make money. Thank God I'm an American citizen. All I got to do is go to work. And if I want to make more money, I got to create more value to the consumer of what I can do. Not every person in every country can do that. So not everybody is chosen. And not everybody can live in a country that's just surrounded by love and astrology like India. You know, we all have our things. Every soul is going to suffer. Every soul is going to have its trial and tribulation as it goes through this extended journey that Partha has presented to us, which makes perfect sense if you allow yourself to open your mind and open your experience and open your studies. It doesn't make a sense to a Western academic. They look at it like, oh, that's nice. Oh, you're so cute with that samsara. Yeah, I'm gonna give class on samsara one of these days. Yeah, yep. Oh, I know yoga. Yep, my daughter does it. I know yoga. I don't know why I teach it in school. Why? I'm an astronomy teacher. Why would I teach yoga? JLT. All right. Have fun at the market. Don't spend too much. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So let me turn off this monitor and take some stress off the laptop. And tonight I don't plan to be on too long. I have just been up too late too many nights, doing wonderful and worthwhile things. Today is my Sabbath, and it was truly a beautiful and holy day for me. So I don't regret that at all. But I do need to take a little bit of time and just chillax a little bit. You know, watch some YouTube that is not full of knowledge and wisdom. Let the buffers clear themselves out. So I'm going to put some urgency into this, guys. This is not a channel of entertainment. My eyes have been opened to this. So, you know, is it going to take 5 years? Thank God, because there's just a lot of things that I want to do and get done. I'm good with that. I am good with that. So I'm eating all the supplies that I saved up. I'm drinking my wine supplies that I saved up. I only have to go to the grocery store for meat and veg, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So, you know, nothing lost there. And I was buying all these extra supplies when that's the only time I could get out. So it was my big outing day, guys. I mean, if they said, and you have to wear a mask and tuxedo with tails to go shopping, I'd have been online. All right, where do I get a tuxedo with tails? God, do I need a vest or is it a cummerbund thing? You know, how do you do this? Could they give us more guidance? You know, wait for my Amazon to come with my tuxedo and tails, and hopefully the vest is appropriate. And you know, I'd be watching some stuff to make sure that I'm right. And I would have been at the market, at the store, at the grocery store during quarantine in a tuxedo shopping, because it was the outing. It was the grand affair. Talk to everybody. How you doing? How you holding up? Thanking everybody that's busting their asses. You know, all of the medical team and the those grocery store people. I mean, we were thanking them every day for what they did. They work so hard behind masks and shields and, you know, just to the excess, but they did it without complaint. Did they have to do it? We don't know. In my town, certainly not. We're in a peninsula. We were so far removed from all of that crap that was going down with coronavirus. We didn't have to do any of that. Our grocery store didn't have to do any of that. They could all said, screw it. All of our police are local. Our Guardia Civil is all local. That have been like, yeah, we don't have anything here. You guys are good. No. Where one goes, all go in Spain. So if the country has to do this, we do it as a country. We'll do it out here in the village if you have to do it in Madrid. If there's pain and suffering in Madrid, we are going to commiserate. If we can help, you bet you we're going to help. And we did, and we do. But you wear the mask not to protect yourself, but to protect others. You wear the mask not for your own needs, but to support the entire group that has to do it. You suffer yourself for the group that has to suffer. It's not a big deal. Wear a fucking mask. Make a design on it. I live too far from the store not to carry a mask. You'll probably do like readers, like my reading glasses. I have reading glasses dispensed everywhere that I could possibly read. Because I hate to, and I've done the thing where, God dang it, where are my reading glasses? Has anybody seen my readers? God, dog, I hate when I lose those things. Jesus. Where are my readers? Oh, okay. Here they are. These are my backup pair. Oh no, what an idiot. It's the part of being human. With some people's hygiene, lack of nemesis, I'd be okay with a gas mask. Okay, Kimberly, that is what's happening. And again, Apollo, you didn't feel the energy waves. You see, you are not attuned to, but Kimberly has been following a path all her life that few people understand, and she's feeling the energy waves because her vibration is at a higher level. This is not me saying this. This is ancient Indian tradition saying this. This is ancient Vedic tradition saying this. This is ancient Buddhist tradition saying this, which, they're based in a Hindu culture. It's not modern hippies saying this stuff. This is coming from people that wrote this stuff thousands of years ago, well before the Great Flood. So yeah, a bunch of y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're feeling those frequencies. And it sucks greater that people don't understand. We do. You're amongst people. You have a great connection in Angel and in Partha, who can help explain the vibrations you are feeling. Angel and I can work to explain it, and Partha will go on for an hour and a half in great detail and explain to you why you're feeling what you're feeling, and show you all, and just have the receipts, have the documentation, have God knows what he pulls up. But he can justify it. He brings the receipts. And, and it's just when you get in that relationship with the Creator, with those that look over us, where they give you deja vus, where the people keep seeing sevens, or keep seeing threes, or keep seeing 1111. That's a fun game to play. When you're sitting there as a god going, there they go again with that. Oh, look, he's curious. Oh, he's read this. Okay. So he knows about, let's say, 42. Because most of y'all here are British and know Hitchhiker's the Guide to the Galaxy. And you know, you have gods and creators of mischief and fun that say, yeah, 42, but you know, you're on a path of spirituality. You're going to see 42 everywhere. Your friends are going to la 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 42. But one day you're going to see 3. And that 3 is going to mean something to you. And it's going to take you down a rabbit hole that we have created. It's fun. It's rewarding. Once you get to play with the gods at that level, it's rewarding. It's doable. You know? And that's, you know, that's one of the things that Judaism really reinforced and helped me build was a creator, a God, a relationship with a God. And then to understand that God as a God. Not as a God that everybody told me about, not as a God that I saw on the roof of the Sistine Chapel. I went and read what he wanted written about him. I read how he wanted to be portrayed in writing. And then I read how he portrayed the people that he was helping. It was not in a good light. Exodus is not good PR for the Jewish people, guys. How many people have actually read Exodus? Little survey in the 37 of us. We were at 100 the other day. So the 37 that are here for the real work. This is the people I want to talk to. I don't want to have a 500,000 subs on this channel. By the time we get to 500,000 subs, there's going to be a few people presenting. There's going to be a lot of information that fleshes out the Great Awakening map and the Great Awakening key. Which, again, guys, I'm going to post that in a minute. But it's going to be after I cha-cha-cha. After cha-cha-cha, I will be doing all that work. Come back, we'll do a wine o'clock. And then I'll wind things down. Epic's not online right now. I haven't chatted with him. I bet you he is beat. He had to finish a project today. The sun is off the chain. If you had to work out in the sun today, it sucked for you. All the plants out there are having great days. Dun, dun, dun. And suddenly Nemesis wakes up. Suddenly Nemesis pays attention to what's happening on the screen and not so much what's happening in the chat room. Yeah, Pavlov wasn't wrong. I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Excellent, Fitz. How's the sun look, Fitz? Does it look normal? Yay, Michelle. That had to be a great relief. It's always good to have a little bit of rain. Yay, Kimberly. Look at the crew. Look at the crew. So yeah, Melinda, welcome to Friends. We all have our specialty and our talent here. People have told me things in private that just blow me away, and they have the proof. They're just not. They're not whistling Dixie. Once counts. You travel time once. You jump time one time. You're a time traveler. You play football once, you're a football player. You play football for Alabama, you're the devil. This isn't a place of proof. This is a place of of connecting dots. It's a research project. It's a thesis. It's connecting the dots. So I don't necessarily need to have proof in an investigation. If this was a criminal investigation and I had to render proof before 12 members of a jury, yeah, Melinda, I got to have proof. But for a great awakening that talks about time travel, I just need someone to talk about time travel. 33 in chat. There you go, Melinda. There you go. $33 in chat. Thank you, all of you. All of you that are here right now are absolutely blessed. It's a number. No, smoking isn't bad, Melinda. Smoking is not bad. Not everybody who smokes gets lung cancer, and a lot of people who smoke, a lot of people who don't smoke get lung cancer. It's really 50-50. If you look at the numbers, you're a better singer and you're a better narrator if you smoke. A lot of doctors were pointing out most of the people that got the COVID by far were non-smokers. All right, Fitzsimmons, it's a master number. I don't know what that means. That's why you're here. Everybody that's here is a subject matter expert in one way or another. Bezig. I have all good signaling. I've worked really hard to make sure that we don't have any problems in the live stream. I don't have any errors. So we should be good. Excellent condition, excellent condition. What's going on? We've had the EMPs. The EMPs have hit. The people with sensitive frequencies felt the EMPs. Those of us that are not so sensitive didn't feel a thing. But as they continue and grow, we will, because the Q predicts this to go on for 4 to 5 years. Michelle, yeah, drinking coffee will definitely put you on a vibration. Yay, Benzig. So this is a long-term study. You know, this is going to be like a soap opera. If you miss a day, don't worry, because we're going to keep repeating stuff. That's the beauty about a soap opera, though. And I used to be. Soap operas are great writing, by the way. Soap operas are great writing. They're simple, they're emotional, they're passionate, they're funny, and you can miss a day or two and not lose the story. So if you miss a day or two, you're not going to lose the story. Eggman, you smoking, you got something to blame. You're okay. Wow, Nemesis. So yours is a 33 too. That's crazy. Yeah, I love me some coffee. And I love, I don't know if you have it over in Melinda, since you're a coffee person, and you know in the South, we love our coffee. That 3 o'clock coffee break, even if it's 100 degrees and 99% humidity, we're going to have that 3 o'clock coffee. It doesn't make any sense, but it's the South. Little makes sense. But have you tried community coffee from Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Dark roast? That's the bomb, girl. Interesting. You don't smoke in the woods. Can I use that egg? Tabitha, he didn't put copyright on it, so I think you're good. Yeah, he says. God, what a support group. Wow, Fitzsimmons, your nines all the way across. Sacred numbers, sacred geometries. Kenyan AA. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Oh, Michelle, I drink 8 cups easy. But you know, here in Spain, they drink cappuccinos or espressos, depending on, who's ordering. But I drink, Mr. Coffees, which is just watered down coffee. And I can definitely put away 8 cups a day easy. Hey, Epic, welcome. And you've made 333 again. We've been talking about the sacred three. You came in, you made the chat room 33 people, and you defined the sanctity of the room again. Good job, Epic. Hey, man, glad you survived the day. You and your 2 helpers, and that's 3 of y'all, Epic. That's 3 of y'all working, looking out for each other. Got blisters. Sun blisters? See, that sun ain't right. That sun is not right. Dude. Come on, man. And this ain't your first week working outside. I saw the work. You're not new to this. Man, Andrew, you're a witness to the intensity of the sun, the weakening of the magnetic shield that we've been talking about. "10 minutes, I am red as fire." Nemesis, the sunscreen doesn't really block this sun. He hasn't burned like that since he was 8 years old. Wow, man. Yeah, absolutely, Spartan. That's what the solar flashes are. Spartan. Let me take that back. It's not radiation. Radiation is a This is important, Spartan. This is very, very important. So hear me up. 7 plus 11 makes 9, Spartan. So you got a holy number. You have in your two avatars, you have holy numbers. Just thought you need to know about that. Radiation comes from a nuclear effect. Okay, radiation comes from a nuclear effect, and the sun is not a nuclear event. It's electronic. So if you look at everything that's in space, especially the ISIS, the International Space Station, all the space stations that have been up there, they're not heavily lined for radiation because there isn't radiation in space. So we get EMPs, and you feel those, and we get electric radio waves. Some people are attuned to those, but we don't get radiation. There's not radiation in space. And you know how you know there's not radiation in space? Because all of the space probes that we sent out, the Voyager series, all of the stuff that we've sent out have, the Apollos that we've sent out, they didn't have any radiation shielding. They had heat shielding, those gold foil things, but the skin of the moon lander was basically strong tinfoil. If you hit it too hard, you could punch a hole through most of the Apollo stuff, especially the moon lander. So they don't use a lot of shielding in space because there's not radiation. Well, Epic, I don't know who Angry Catfish is, but unless he has his own series of satellites, I think I'm going to trust your arms and your blistering rather than an angry catfish. I haven't checked out his channel yet, but I trust Partha more than I trust an angry catfish. Spartan, the blisters are happening because the sun's stronger. The blisters are happening because the sun is stronger. So the closer you get to a fire, you feel it. The closer you get to an incandescent light bulb, you feel it. Yeah, Doreen, but thin fried catfish, girl, that shit's good. Yeah, it's a slow, and that's what Parth has been saying. But Partha and I fully believe, and our eyes tell us that the magnetic field is weakening. There's no other way. That explains why the sun has moved, and that explains why your arms are blistered, and you feel like absolute brutality when you're out in the sun. All of us do. Yeah. Andrew, who are you going to believe, catfish or your forearm? Who are you going to believe, catfish or your two coworkers? All three of y'all. We're getting the Mickey taken out of you. Yeah, Michelle again makes the point. She's a sun gazer. She can't sun gaze. It's going to be a boiling frog effect. It's not going to be intense. It's going to be intense for us here in the Breadcrumbs project because we're attuned to it. But nobody else is noticing. Nobody else is noticing. Very good idea, Fitz. Very good idea to put that compass in there. It is. It is. It is. It is epic. That's what Partha keeps saying. These sun events, these CMEs, are not anything to be scared of. I believe my forearm. I bet you the forearm's going, and the elbows are like, thanks, mate. Oh, yeah, it's impossible to look at the sun. You can't do it. With sunglasses. With two sunglasses. I've tried with two sunglasses. You still can't do it. And Melinda, 5 years ago, I was sitting in that Florida sun, sitting on Pensacola Beach for hours baking. And I just stare at the sun and think and contemplate, count the dolphin, count the uh, the pelicans going by. Yeah, some aloe would go a long way for your arms, Epic. Yeah, Kimberly, you're the one that said that your husband got blistered through jeans. Oh, you got. Oh, you got to be a sight. 10-minute tops now. Linda can't go out for more than 10 minutes in the sun. Well, I mean, it depends on your skin. You know, Listen to yourself. Are you Irish? Are you of Irish descent? Because I can go out in the sun, and it feels good to me too. But I can't look at it. I can't stare at it like I used to. Dang, brother. Rest up, man. Rest up. Get your bath in. Relax. I'm going off air here shortly. It's not going to be a long night for me either, Epic. Wow, Melinda. Yeah, there's doubting Thomases that. The gravitational field's increasing. How does angry catfish make those determinations? What sophistication, what sophisticated measuring equipment does he have? I don't believe that a thing that's coming out of this angry catfish guy, guys. I don't believe a thing of it. The gravity is a function of electricity. And it has to do with the denseness of the material. The denseness of the material is what creates the gravity. Yeah, I've never seen the angry catfish. I don't know if it's Simmons, and I'm not interested in it because what he is saying does not at all go with what my eyes show, and it sure doesn't go with my new guru, Partha, who I agree with 100%. Only because what he is saying rings true. And here we have, okay, we have Wage's World, who he accesses scientific equipment that gives him numbers, and he says the gravitational field is at its lowest. Y'all wasting time with this angry catfish. It can't be both ways, guys. I don't know what he's doing, but that's nothing but misinformation. Yeah, again, who are you going to believe, the catfish or your arms and legs? Exactly, Bezig. The name itself doesn't sound appealing. Well, if he was in Louisiana, he'd be pretty cool. Well, Epic, I've got a whole new thinking about that second sun. If you watch the video, and I know you haven't had a chance to, but if you watch the videos that Partha did today and describe what is actually the Earth and the things that we consider the higher things, you're going to. It's not here on this solar system that we're going to experience it. It's in that 5D plane. Yeah, Melinda, I'm with you. Wages. He brings the receipts. He brings a lot of data and a lot of explanation on the data, and he uses tools that I can subscribe by. Hey, Epic, don't act like drugs are bad, okay? Okay. Oh, Joe. Here, you miss a lot, brother. You miss a lot. But I'm going to end this stream pretty soon. Start up another stream, so this will spool up because I have given a lot of information, guys. So let's give it 5 more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and close this so YouTube can go ahead and spool it up because and I can go ahead and do the links to the Q maps as well. Let me do that right now while I'm finishing up. You guys chat it up. You don't have any questions because you're well informed. You guys are brilliantly informed. Any questions? No. Had a girl, Kelly. You smoked that bowl. Well, Epic, that's one thing. We've had people come in here and they're not supposed to do drugs. There are people that are not supposed to drink alcohol. And your spirit will tell you, does this add to your life or does this ruin your life? And that's when you have to make that brave decision as to what you're going to do um, with that. And if you have kids, then you have another level of responsibility. It's not just yourself. It was great, Michelle. Don't thank me. Thank Partha. I was just along for the great ride. Like, whoa, look at that curve. Whoa, whoa. He was driving. I told him. I don't know if he got it. Man, I know. Melinda will get it, but I'm like, you tell someone in a conversation that's blowing you away. Man, I'm glad you're driving. I'm just sitting here. No, you keep on driving. I don't want to drive. You keep talking. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So yeah, it's powerful stuff. All right, so the Q map with all the colors, the pretty map, which has the Breadcrumbs project, it's going to be a Google page link, and this is um, thanks to Troy. I hope it works for y'all. I hope you don't have to become. Let me know if it works for you. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. That's why I don't like to do it during a live session because it makes quiet time. But on yeah, everybody's waiting for this, so I might as well do it. All right, I'm going to post this in the chat right now. This is to the colorful map. Can somebody please let me know if they get it or not? Yeah, Benzig. Like Graham Hancock, uh, been smoking pot all of his adult life, and it got a hold of him. And thanks to ayahuasca, the gods told him, "You need to stop that. You're ruining your family. You're destroying your wife. So stop that bullshit." And right after ayahuasca, and it's hard to quit drugs cold turkey, but Graham did it, and it's through ayahuasca. Yeah, Graham's the bomb diggity. I love him. Just talk, Graham. Here, no, what? You don't have anything to say? Here's the phone book. Just read the phone book, Graham. Yeah, A to Z. We got nothing better to do. I like his books. I like that he narrates his books. I mean, he knows where to put the the strength and really describe stuff with his voice. All right, so it comes out good. Excellent. Got it. 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 All right. And I think everybody else has access to the black and white. Does anybody need access to the black and white uh, Great Awakening? No, not Graham in here. Graham in here is awesome too. Graham Hancock, the writer of some epic books that you would love if you haven't read them already. Um, God, what are some of the books? Yeah, they're hard to find. The Q maps are hard to find, and that makes it even better. Yeah, very cool. What'd you play? I'm guessing you played bass, Fitz. You seem to me like a bass player. Yeah, for people that are open, marijuana makes people very clear. Understand that the gurus, the gurus in India, they smoke copious amounts of marijuana. The ones that are in loincloths, the ones that are connected, truly connected, they smoke copious amounts of marijuana. Yeah, drummers are fun, man. Oh man, when Neil Peart passed away, oh that killed me. Tabitha, you play the drums? Go ahead with your bad self. I'll be dang, Fitz. I read you. I can see you being a keyboard player too. Very cool. Fingerprints of the Gods. Fingerprints of the Gods. Very good. Thank you, CJ. I mean, what great works, huh? Yeah, drummers are the best bass players' best friends or worst enemies. Depending on what's happening, what's going on, they could do some stuff. Tell you what, Neil was great, but Dave Matthews Band drummer, Carter Beauford, and their bass player, those two guys. Oh man, you got yourself some sunstroke. You got it bad, man. You might have to go to the clinic for that, Epic. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, fingerprints. I go back to that. And I like to listen to it because I like Graham's voice. I've listened to it 4 or 5 times and always get new things. And everything that he says is in the archaeological record. And he's the one that goes, oh, no, I'm not going to talk about aliens. But everybody else is like, Graham, aliens. All things in moderation. Absolutely. Oh, cool, CJ. Playing 100 plus drum circles. Still 33. How about that, Captain Realist? How about that? And thank you for the name change. That reflect. I mean, that Captain Realist, that totally reflects you in our chat. Not much passes your bullshit sniff test. Supernatural is excellent, guys. Uh, Anything that Graham Hancock writes is just excellent. He's just an excellent writer. You can see the brutality that he puts himself through for every single sentence. Everything that he writes and rewrites and rewrites. I would hate to be him. Nemesis, you better get right because we're up at 35. All right, guys. A singer. All right, we're gonna make the Breadcrumbs band, the Breadcrumbs band, and yeah, we can do that, guys. If you guys lay down tracks, I can edit it. You know, I do video work, so if you guys, what we should do is get with the Breadcrumb Project song. We're gonna make the Q song, the Q tune. Michelle will do backup vocals. I'll do some backup vocals too. Uh, I'll reach out to LJ and see if he wants to do a collab with anybody that wants to do the collab in the core of the Fellowship of the Crumbs, because all of you 33 here are the Fellowship of the Crumbs. If you have any music talent, please email me now. Email me at the Breadcrumbs Project. Use your screen ID. Don't tell me who you really are. And we're going to do a Breadcrumbs Project song, and we're going to get LJ to help pull it together for us. All right. So all of y'all that have access to a musical instrument and can record on an iPhone or a cell phone, send me an email. This is going to be great. Oh, but anybody can sing backup vocals, Michelle. Backup vocals, you can do backup vocals. It's easy. Ooh. Yeah, if you're a backup vocalist for Pink Floyd, all you had to do was ooh, ah, ooh. Yeah, backup vocals is great. All right, Joe, you can bring it heavy. You can bring the licks. You have a music producer. All right, here we go, guys. The breadcrumb projects. Music production company has been established, and we are working on producing our first single. No, Kelly. No. The last place that Charles needs to be is America's Got Talent. I don't handle criticism well. CJ, no, that's not true. The creator would not have created marijuana if it didn't have its purpose. Just like alcohol and wine. Everybody's drunk wine throughout history. We cannot assign evil to nature. Okay? You're assigning a human thing because of personal reasons to something that's natural and been created by the creator. So no. And honestly, I have broken up fights between drunks numerous times. Numerous times. When the tequila comes out, I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go. Oh, these guys are going to go at it within 30, 40 minutes. Sure enough. The fuck you say? Fuck me? Nah, bro, fuck you. Back, and there they go. It's the South. That's what we do. We're not as bad. We're not as bad. We don't do it in the same manner that Ireland does it, but it goes down. I've never broken up a fight between potheads. I've never been in a group of brothers just hanging out and, you know, what, bro? No, yeah, man, I hear you. I feel you. I'm not down like that, but yeah, I hear you. I feel you. No, you go on, bro. You go on. No, man, don't bother me. All right. No, man, really? You know? Irish don't fight. Then the people that sound Irish that I've met, they fight. Angel, hello, Angel. Good night, sweet dreams. Thank you for your visits, and we love wishing you a good night. So I hope you stay on a little bit longer, that everybody can wish you a good, proper good night. Have the sweetest dreams, and thank you for the love that you bring. That you bring to us. Yeah, Michelle, you know how I feel about red wine. I'm about to show y'all. Thank you, Tabitha. Yeah, man. If you're Irish, I am not going to fight you. You've won. They like it. It's not that they can fight, Melinda. They like fighting. They thoroughly enjoy it. Joe, I get you. Oh, yay. I'm glad you stayed up. Do have sweet, wonderful dreams, and we'll talk tomorrow, Angel. We have a lot of work to do. Bad weed. Hi, Epic Bad Weed. Oh, yeah, Jennifer, of course we remember you. Wonder where you've been. Well, church red wine is cheap stuff. They're not going to give you the good stuff. The good stuff goes to the Parsons house. Huh. Okay, everyone, I am taking this chat stream down and going to the... Oh, good. Good. All right, everybody's leaving, and I'll see you in the next chat stream. But we got a cha-cha-cha, so yeah, that's got to happen. All right, guys, breaking this one down, and then opening the next one, and then rebooting my machine, and then we'll do line 30. All right, here we go. Cha-cha-cha. All right, guys, see you in the next stream. Not saying goodbye, but see you in the next stream. We've had a great time, and we're doing good work. So let's get ready for the next one.